I am back with 3 more things you probably definitely did not know about FlipaClip, so let's get right into it. I definitely recommend staying to the end as I have some really cool bonus tips to add on. Number 1 is quickly changing your colors. When I'm flat coloring in FlipaClip, I often have to change my pen and bucket tool to match with the same color, and I end up having to stop and take out my eyedropper tool or go back into my swatches to do so. Something really cool about FlipaClip that I learned is that if you press on your color and then quickly press on another tool, it will switch that color out. It's really, really cool. I just found out about this by accident one day. So if you press on the color and it comes up, then you press the pen tool, it will change. Same thing, you have the pen tool selected with a certain color. You open the color menu and then press the bucket tool quickly and it will change the color. This is a very small thing, but it's really saved me a lot of time in coloring my animations. Number 2 is you can save frames as images. And I'm not talking about an image sequence either. If you press the 3 dots up here, and you go to Frames Viewer, and you press and hold on a frame, you'll see this little share button. You can press that and save an image to your device. This is really cool if you wanted to color the image or use it as a thumbnail or something like that, or if you just wanted to save images of your frames for reference and things like that. So this comes in handy as well. I've used this several times. Unfortunately, you cannot multi-select and save images, because as soon as you multiple select different frames, that option fades away. But it's still cool to be able to save an individual frame as an image for multiple purposes. Number 3, which is something insanely cool that I just found out kind of by accident. I was trying to learn Clip Studio Paint, which is another video that should come out on my channel, but while doing so, I had to pull out my old Bluetooth keyboard, and when I hooked it up, I was like, what would happen if I tried to use this in FlipaClip? And I learned that FlipaClip supports keyboard shortcuts. There are only 8 of them though, so I'm going to quickly show you what they are. So now I have my Bluetooth keyboard hooked up, and I'm going to show you what these shortcuts are. The first one is you can flip between frames by pressing the arrow keys on your keyboard. That's really quick and convenient. And then by pressing the up and down arrows, you can change which layer you're on. This is going to save a lot of time, as I don't have to keep opening my layer menu, especially if you have a lot of layers. And FlipaClip has a little number there to show you what number layer you're on. So that's also a little feedback so you don't lose your place or anything like that. This would have come in handy when I was making the first episode of Pudge Master for sure. The next one is just pressing the spacebar, and that will play your animation. That's pretty simple. And pressing it again will pause it, of course. You can press O to toggle the onion skin, which is really great because I turn this on and off a lot during my animation process, because sometimes I want the lines there and just sometimes I need them out of my way for simplicity's sake. Next is by pressing the E key, you can toggle the eraser. It might seem weird because you won't actually see the eraser select, but if you drag your mouse, I just said mouse. If you drag your stylus or your pen or your finger across the screen, you will see it erase. And then by pressing the B key, you will switch back to your brush, which is really cool. So E for eraser, B for brush. And those are all the shortcuts. Simple, but simple is sometimes best. I always appreciate the simplicity of FlipaClip's interface versus how much actual quality animation you can get out of it. And having keyboard shortcuts is definitely a game changer, at least for me. And just like that, that is all 3 of the things that I'm for sure you did not know about FlipaClip. Did you know these things? Let me know in the comments. Did you learn something new? Will you be using these things, or are they just something cool to know? And I did promise you a bonus tip, so here it is. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably don't know about this, but if you press the 3 dots again and go up to Frames Viewer, also side note, the Frames Viewer tab is like a super overpowered tab that I don't hear enough about. It allows you to get a bird's eye view of your entire project, and you can even manage your frames from here, you can move them around, you can copy and duplicate them, you can select multiple frames and delete them or copy them, or whatever you wish. You can even add frames, which is leading into what I wanted to show you guys, which is by pressing this button up here, you can add an in-between between every single frame. So let's say you did simple key animation, just doing the key poses, and now it's time to in-between. You can just quickly go up here and add in-betweens between, this is like a tongue twister, but you can add a frame in between every other frame. So that'll save you some time for sure. You can also add a frame to the beginning or the end, which is also nice to have. And with that, that is everything that I have to show you this time. There's always more things being added to FlipaClip. I really love this app, and I will always use it no matter what other programs I learn or use. I'll always come back to this one. So let me know what you guys think of this video, like and subscribe, and hey, watch another video. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.